DanganRonpa.
So if you put the knife in the Monokuma and slam it on it...
The life-size Monokuma plushie. He must have used that to prop the knife.
Yes! See, even Monokuma admitted it wasn't actually something he'd set up to fuck with us.
Makes sense. That's why there was a big hole in the plushie's stomach. He inserted the knife handle into that hole to prop it up. Then he slammed his hand onto it.
See? I was right. Fucking hell, he's one sick bastard.
If that's it, he had to place the plushie near him. And it also explains the mysterious blood on the plushie.
See, it's just there.
So the blood on the plushie came from Nagito after he stabbed the knife into his own right hand.
I see. So that's the trick.
But for a moment, I seriously thought Monokuma died or something.
If only it was that easy.
A bleeding plushie is super scary. It's got the same fear factor as a doll whose hair grows too long.
After stabbing his hand, he no longer needed the plushie, so he cast it off toward the fire's origin point.
To destroy the evidence.
He probably thought the fire would incinerate it and destroy the evidence.
Yeah.
So what do you think now, Fuyuhiko?
Plausible?
I get what you're saying about the wound on his right hand, but there's still one huge problem.
What?
The spear. Basically, you're saying Nagito committed suicide by impaling himself with a spear, right?
Yeah?
If you think about the order, getting killed by the spear should have been the last thing to happen to Nagito.
Well, yeah.
If that's true, how is that possible? He can't grab a spear with his right hand if a knife is stabbed into it and his left hand was all tied up.
Then, he probably took the spear first, and as he endured the pain, he stabbed the knife into his right hand.
Yeah, no, the only one able to endure that much pain would have been Nekomaru.
There is a limit to his constitution. If you got penetrated by something so big and thick, you would die instantly.
Why did you word it like that, you dirty, dirty girl? Don't you dare.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch all that.
That face is all you need to know something bad's happening in his head.
Like I said, if you got penetrated by something so big and thick, you would die instantly.
Sonia, don't rise to it.
Say it one more time. I need you recorded. For reasons.
I'm gonna hurt him later.
Hey, bastard, you better cut it out.
You keep making lewd shit and I'm gonna get banned again.
Like she said, in that condition, it's very difficult to stab yourself with a spear. It'd be hard to use a spear with a knife stab into your right hand, while your left hand is tied up.
Yeah.
So you're saying it's impossible?
No, I'm not saying it's not impossible.
But no matter what I think, I can't believe Nagito's death was caused by someone else.
Yeah, the time of death was 12, and we were all together at 12, so it's the only way.
I also agree with that. To think that one of us could kill someone with such cruelty, I could never believe that.
You say you can't believe it? You just don't want to believe it, right? But that's why you keep getting betrayed over and over again. goes for this time, too.
You just shut your mouth. It's against the rules to interfere with everyone. If you even think about doing anything, I have a plan of my own.
Monokuma's sassing me.
But it's just as Monokuma said. We've been betrayed over and over again so far. This might also be the same. Calling this a suicide takes too much for granted, and it's too convenient.
But it's the only way to make sense of it. There's no way you could have left that locked room. The door was basically barred shut and there's no other way out apart from through the fans. And I don't think you could fit.
Then are you saying there is a killer among us, Kazuichi?
Of course that doesn't include Miss Sonia and me.
As Kazuichi said, it's true we've been constantly betrayed. But even if I'm betrayed again, I still want to believe in everyone. No matter how many times I may be betrayed, I still want to believe in everyone.
I also want to believe that there's no killer, but suicide is unimaginable.
Do you really think so?
But you said it too. It'd be impossible for him to stab himself with a spear in his condition.
What if he had a setup? Like with the knife, he had another similar setup. Because he is a crafty fuck, so you never know.
I did say difficult, but I never said impossible.
Wait, what? Huh?
I feel that there's some way he could have stabbed himself with that spear.
What kind of way?
There is something odd about that spear if you think about it.
I don't know.
It doesn't help.
You don't know.
You're trying to prove your point and you don't know.
It's impossible to figure out by myself. So let's think about it together. That's how we made it this far up till now.
Everyone working together.
She's right. We've made it through several ordeals up till now by doing that. Then even now.
Alright, let's do this.
Yeah. If we work together, we should be able to find out some clue. Would also help if I knew what my bullets were. Oh god. Let me just check them first. Okay. Splattered on the palm of his left hand. For some reason, the splatter cuts off in the middle of his palm and on the back of his hand. Some natural blood stain that's only about the middle joint of his fingers. The other one was duct tape we've used, the spear, the plushie we've used, blood. The faint red line was on the ceiling girder inside the goods warehouse. And what's the other one?
Did Nagito stab himself with a spear? Let's work together and think this through.
When the spear stabbed Nagito, his right hand was covered by the knife, right?
Yeah.
He was only able to move his left hand.
But his left hand was also tied up.
Then that rules out his left hand. If that's the case, the only other way is...
He used his teeth?
No.
Or maybe he used his front tail.
Also no. Stop using that.
I know guys have tails that get hard when they're grabbed.
Seriously?
The blushing Miss Sonia is freaking awesome!
God damn it, people. Can we try and think on the case and not on the lewd bullshit that's occurred? If Nagito commits suicide, then he must have used that spear to stab himself. Even if his arms and legs were tied up, there's no doubt he used some part of his body, and not his front tail. The only thing he could have used is... Well, his right hand was fucked, so the only thing he could use is his left. Let me check that bloodstain. He only had his left hand spare, right? The right hand fucked, look. Knife through it. No way in hell he's doing that. That is really suspicious. Really suspicious. Because blood splatter, no matter what happens, unless you wash it off, unless he had something in his palm of his hand, it wouldn't ignore that part. And it's not like he wiped it off, so that must be the hit.
Let's work
But
together
why
and
would
think
his left
this
hand
through.
be like that?
When the spear stabbed Nagito, his right hand was covered by the knife, right?
One way of putting it, yeah.
He was only able to move his left hand.
But his left hand was also tied up.
Yeah.
Then that rules out his left hand.
Does it though? I mean, the blood in his hand is suspicious as fuck,
No,
so
that's wrong.
explain that. Why is his hand bloodied? That's suspicious.
Hold on. It's still too early to dismiss the possibility that he used his left hand.
It's way too suspicious if you ask me.
Why? I mean, his left hand was tied up, you know?
But there was something off about his left hand. the bloodstain on the palm of his hand. Don't you think it looked somewhat strange?
That was my point. You can't avoid the palm of the hand if you're covered in blood. Especially with the amount of blood there.
He only had blood on the lower area of his palm. Beyond that point, the bloodstain suddenly cuts off, right?
That's really suspicious.
When the blood splattered, that's as far as it reached, right?
No, I don't think so.
That settles the description of that bloodstain. But it's not the only unnatural bloodstain. Look, there's blood on the back of his hand, around the middle joints of his fingers.
Like you said, it looks like an unnatural bloodstain, but what's wrong with that?
What's wrong is it's unnatural. How is it so unnatural? How does that occur?
We might need to think and use our imaginations for a bit. If there's blood on his palm and the back of his hand, what was his left hand doing as the blood splattered?
It's on the... Wait, is there's blood in his palm and the back of his... Like, around his palm and back of his... I'm literally doing this with my hand to work stuff out. But, it's like that... If you grip something, the middle joint upwards of your finger goes over your palm. So the spray would cover that part of your hand. This is why I need a camera, because I just mind that. If Nagito's left hand was doing... If he was gripping something...
I see!
Like tight, then the blood sprays over.
When the blood splattered, he was probably gripping with his left hand.
If you grip with it, then it'll spray over your fingers and then the lower half of your palm. And the inside of your palm would be clean. Crafty.
That's why there's such a strange looking bloodstain on his palm and the back of his hand.
Right.
Was he grabbing his front tail?
No, I don't think so. I know he was one sick bastard, but I don't think it was that bad.
Perish the thought! He was obviously grabbing the spear!
Now that you mention it, compared to the rest of his body, the wounds on his left arm are pretty mild. He probably made his wounds mild on purpose, so he could keep his strength while he gripped the spear.
But even if he held the spear with his tied-up left hand, it'd be impossible for him to stab himself.
That's right, that's the problem.
Hey Chiaki, what do you think?
Yeah, you got any ideas?
Hey, don't tell me you're getting sleepy.
At times like this, you should always strike from a good angle. Just like fixing an old TV.
That doesn't work anymore, Akane.
Oh, I got it. Maybe.
Maybe.
Really?
Yeah, like I thought. It's no mistake that Nagito was gripping the spear. I think.
Thanks for the confidence.
However, what's important is what section of the spear he was gripping.
Let me check. I've got a truth bullet with a picture of the spear, right? I hope. There must be one, right? Spear. Now we gotta guess. Right, fine. Torture wounds. Speed of gun grenade. That doesn't help much. There's a cord attached to the spear. So a cord is 9 weight at the end of the extension on the back of the handle. For some reason, only the section of the cord and the weight touches bloody. And if we look at the whole picture, please. If you look closely, there's a gap. I'm pointing now. There's a gap on the weight, which is suspiciously clean. So there, he was grabbing the other weight. He was grabbing the cord.
I see!
Because you wouldn't grab the blade now, would you?
That's it. Instead of the handle, Nagito must have been holding on to the cord.
That would explain the funny looking clean part of the cord as well.
There was a metal weight at the tip of the cord, but there were bloodstains on that part too. Plus,
See?
the joint between the weight and the cord had a bloodstain shaped like it was cut off by something.
See, that's suspicious.
Isn't the size of that cut-off section about the same size as a human fist?
Yeah, I believe you described it as that when I looked it up.
Ah, you're right. So this is the part Nagito was gripping, huh?
Not his front tail, see?
And then the blood that was supposed to end up here
Ended up in his hand.
ended up getting on Nagito's left hand.
But why is it so important to know which part of the spear he was gripping?
You're not gonna say he gripped the tip of the cord, swung the spear around, and stabbed himself, right?
That would have been cool, but not when you're tied up. That's just not possible. But there's something else that's suspicious if you think about it. Now that we know that he was gripping the cord, and that he's been stabbed through the gut, if you look, he's been stabbed from above, and then when we were there, Chiaki was staring at the sky saying that this looks suspicious. The girder. There's a faint red line on the girder as well. What if because the length of the spear is so long with the cord, what if you looped it over the girder as a lever and held onto it so it was above you? If you did that, would that not work? But you need incredible freaking stamina to hold onto the damn thing.
That is where the clue to solve this mystery resides. Right, Chiaki?
I'm sure that's how he did it. The girder's the clue. If you use the girder and loop the spear over it, fuck knows how he looks it over it, he just, I don't know, magic, and hold on to the cord, you can keep it suspended in midair.
I am sorry. Of course this mystery will not be solved that easily.
I think I've got it. I think I worked it out. If Nagito was gripping the cord extended from the butt of the spear with his left hand, but from there, how would he stab himself in the stomach with the spear? If you loop it over the girder and hold onto the cord, you can keep it stationary and tie yourself up, and obviously keeping your left hand closed, and then drop it on you basically. At least I think that's how you could do it.
It seems we are stuck. Shall we have tea time?
Don't think we have time.
At a time like this, how about we stick to the plan to think one step at a time instead of expecting the answers all at once?
I just went for what looks most suspicious and I went from that.
That's a long plan name.
How about plan, we're fucked.
One step at a time? What does that mean? Let's focus on the spear first. Namely, where it was and how it was positioned just before it impaled Nagito.
Yeah, we don't know that though.
How it was positioned.
Nagito was facing up and the spear was stabbed through his stomach. So if it's just before that, if it's stabbed through his stomach and there's a gap on the cord, I'm sure, yeah, he must have looped it over the girder, which looks suspicious, grabbed onto the cord and held it there. So it's above him dangling. And I need to get my webcam if I'm going to start doing hand signs. It is. That's it. Could it be? The state of the spear and the fact that Nagito was holding the tip of the cord attachment. If I put those together and think about it, like Dark did 20 minutes ago, well 10 minutes ago, I should be able to figure it out. Where the spear was and what state it was in before it stabbed him. I got it! It was above him. I don't know what these questions are going to be, but it was definitely above him and he was holding the cord. Got this. Although the whole steering part, don't got that. Right, just gotta stay on the path. And crash into that. God, I'm bad at logic dive. Right, on the brakes button, that'll come in handy. Oh god. Don't scratch yourself, that's what that was. Oh god. Ah, I'm so bad at logic dive. I mean, I can do the questions and stuff, it's just everything else. Right, here we go. Where was the spear just before it hit Nagito? And his hand under him or above him? Well, if it came from if it was stabbed in his gut and he was lying on the floor, it had to be above him. It's the only way it makes sense. So yeah. I gotta dodge more random nonsense. Okay, that one moved. Right. Okay, just gotta dodge that. Oh, thank god. Oh god. Dodge it. Dodge it. That was dangerous. No. Stay as far right as possible. Speed boost. Oh god. That almost killed me. Right, next. Besides the spear, what else was above Nagito? Plushies, sprinklers, and the girder. The sprinklers and the girder were above him, but the girder's the only one that we really noticed looked out of place. Because the sprinklers went off and did their job. So it's the girder that's suspicious. Now I gotta do more dodging. Ah, crap. Oh god. Alright. That friggin' diamond thing. Oh god. Okay, I missed that one. Oh! The path's getting smaller. What the hell? Okay, they're stuck in areas that don't make sense. Okay, not gonna question it, just gonna enjoy the fact that I got around them without dying. Right, give me the question. What item connects both the spear and the ceiling girder? The rope in his hand, the rope in his right hand, or the cord? The cord. The ropes on his arms were tied around pillars to make it look like he was tied up in the kinkiest way possible. So yeah. Oh god. The cord. If I crashed at the end, I'd been so annoyed. But yeah, it was above him, looped around the girder, and he was holding the cord.
It's all coming together. The spear impaled Nagito as he was laying face up. must have been perpendicular to him just before that.
Perpendicular? In the middle of the air?
Yeah.
If Nagito did that all by himself, did he have some sort of ESP?
Please. If he got that, he'd have been the ultimate psychic.
That'd be awesome, but he probably used the ceiling girder directly above him.
There was a red stain on it after all.
Nagito probably slung the cord over the ceiling girder, and using that as a support, he hoisted the spear directly above him.
Ah, that's how he did it. I just knew he looked over the girder. See?
And if Nagito let go of the cord, the spear would have fallen and impaled him while he was laying face up.
I noticed a slight red streak on the ceiling girder. It probably got smeared there during the setup.
The blood on the cord probably rubbed off on the ceiling girder as the spear was falling. So, how about it? Using this method, Nagito could have impaled himself with the spear.
Are you serious? He really committed suicide? Like that?
He probably chose that spear so he could commit suicide like that.
And frame it up as a murder. Sick bastard.
If someone else did this, there's no reason they'd go to all this trouble just to kill someone with a spear.
Yeah.
I agree. When I was investigating this case, I kept thinking over and over how strange it was. Why did the killer use the knife and the spear so differently?
Yeah, that was odd.
So you're saying he needed to use that spear to pull off his trick?
Then, this is for real? He really committed suicide? Every single wound on his body. That was all him?
Not just that, he did all that while he was gripping the spear? That spear should not have stabbed Nagito until the very end. Which means Nagito wounded himself while he was gripping that spear, right?
God damn.
Did he put the duct tape on his mouth too?
You'd have to.
He probably covered his own mouth so we wouldn't hear him screaming in pain.
Did he need to go that far? That's beyond crazy. Why would he do that to himself?
He was probably trying to get us to make a mistake. By committing a suicide that looked like a murder, he was trying to steer us toward the wrong answer. His goal was to get us all executed.
That bastard.
That's why he stabbed himself over and over again?
Did he want us to die that bad?
That's messed up. It's seriously so messed up.
Yeah, that's our Nagito.
Jeez, and I was starting to feel a little sympathetic towards him. How stupid of me. I completely underestimated his capability for malice. Or his capacity, whatever. A mind-boggling malice that threatens us even after he's died. That's the form of malice too. I'd forgotten all about it till now. If he was here now, he'd probably be sneering at me.
However, there is one thing I still do not understand. He said he would reveal the traitor, right? Whatever became of that?
Don't know. Genuinely don't know.
He was probably planning to kill the traitor along with the rest of us.
So why did he not just do that in the first place? If he had no qualms with killing everyone, he did not have to cause a bomb scare to reveal the traitor.
I bet the bomb scare was part of the strategy behind this trick. He made us split up and search for a bomb so none of us would have an alibi. He created a scenario where any of us could have killed him.
He tried to make us doubt each other. He tried to hide the truth behind his suicide.
Did he cause a bomb scare for that reason alone?
He's a fucking bastard who killed himself for his delusions of grandeur. It's not that unthinkable.
I have to agree with you equal here.
You are right, I suppose.
Yeah, it appears we've come to a conclusion. Bastard Nagito committed suicide. It was all done by him so we'd be executed.
That should be okay, right? Right?
I don't know. Something feels a bit too easy.
What? You're not satisfied yet?
It's too easy.
No, I agree that Nagito killed himself, but I feel like there's something that doesn't make sense. It's probably just my imagination.
Why? I mean, I sort of understand what she's talking about. I don't think it's a mistake to assume that Nagito committed suicide, but why do I feel so uneasy about this? Is it because we don't know who the traitor is, or?
So what are you to do? Is it okay to proceed with the voting time?
No. There's something else I need to clear up first.
What do you think, Akane?
Well, there's no doubt Nagito's death was a suicide. Oh well, I guess my gut is wrong sometimes.
It just feels too easy for this to be it.
You are right. It is not as though we can draw any other conclusion.
Then it's okay to end it here, huh?
No.
That means we're done with this last class trial and we can leave this island, right? It's okay to reach such a happy ending, right?
Then it's okay? It's okay to say, you've decided on the killer?
I'm not certain.
Understood. Then voting time.
No, hold on a sec.
Yeah. Deal with it, Bear.
Hold on. Why?
Sorry, just a little more. I want you guys to wait just a little more. I can't help but feel like there's still something we overlooked.
Like who the traitor is?
I guess something more important than that.
But the issue here is who killed Nagito, right? Even if we identify the traitor, the conclusion won't change.
That's true, but...
The mystery isn't just about who the traitor is.
Huh?
No matter how you look at it, Nagito's death is a suicide. But
Something doesn't add up.
I'm a little worried, you know? I'm worried about starting the voting time while there's still a mystery.
Yeah, because if we get this wrong, that's us. We're fucked.
Hey, what do you mean it's not about who the traitor is? What kind of mystery is left?
There's just one thing that doesn't make sense, and it relates to Nagito's death. Plus, it's something even Nagito couldn't influence. He couldn't even tamper with the evidence for it.
Something related to Nagito's death, and it's something he couldn't have messed with.
You're gonna keep going? Here I thought we were finally finished.
It's too easy. Something is out of place, and it's gnawing at me. Something related to Nagito's death, a piece of evidence he couldn't mess with. Can't be that easy, can it? Like, you did that, and so on and so forth. But all of this is set up, and he arranged, and what the hell's that got to do with anything? But the Monokuma file, we have no control over that. Monokuma sets that up and gives us it. He can't control that.
I see!
Yeah, it's that.
Is it about the Monokuma file?
We can't tamper with that. That's all. We've got no control over it.
Yeah, that's it.
Monokuma built them to fuck with us.
Huh? There was something suspicious in the Monokuma file?
Yeah, it never said what the definite cause of death was. It said about all his wounds, but it never said which killed him. The victim is Nagito Komaeda. The body was discovered inside the warehouse near the Monokuma plushie factory. The estimated time of death is believed to be noon sharp. Not only is there a spear stabbed in his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds of each of his thighs. Furthermore, there's a laceration to his left arm and a knife impaled through his right hand. It doesn't say any of these wounds were fatal though. It just says that these are all his wounds. The suspicious part of the Monokuma file that Jack is worried about is... What is it? What's hidden in the Monokuma file? The cause of death. It doesn't say what the definite one was. Well, thank God, it's the words I just said. That works. I was hoping it didn't use some big fucking fancy word. Like raison d'oeuvre or something like that. Hit a U. I didn't need a U, not 100 U. U, god damn it, I'm gonna have so many accidents. Right, give me this. Out there. Oh god. There's an O, and there's a D gonna crash, there's another O. S. Bollocks. Give me this. This. This, and this. And this. And I need an A, and there aren't any. Literally. God damn it, there's so much crap happening, isn't it? Yoink. Fuck, I needed that. T. I need a T now. I need another T that isn't gonna crash and beat me while I do this. And finally, before everything else crashes and kills me. There we go. Phew.
Got it!
Oh, that shit happened at once. My HP took a real hit there, didn't it?
In this particular case's Monokuma file, there's no specific cause of death.
There's no fatal I tried to say fatality. There's no fatal wound. Not his. Yeah, we just read this. There's no fatality. Nothing.
Isn't that weird? Until now, the files always specified the cause of death.
But the cause of death is obvious, is it not?
Or was that his plan? Was that also one of his traps?
The spear in Nagito's stomach. It is obvious just by looking at it that it was a cause of death.
Is it though?
Maybe it's not included if it's not important enough to write about.
Pretty sure being stabbed through the gut with a spear, being the fatal move, would be an important thing.
Well, Monokuma,
I plead the fifth!
There he goes again! I'm so appalled that I have nothing to say.
But even during Gundam's case, and before during Mikan's case, the thing he purposely omitted from the Monokuma file was always the most important mystery in the case.
are you saying that applies this time too?
Hold on a sec. Then, are you saying there's more to Nagito's death? Are you suggesting, again, that his death wasn't a suicide?
No, it's definitely a suicide.
You guys were the ones who said it was a suicide in the first place.
No, I don't think it's a mistake to call Nagito's death a suicide, but it's not just a suicide. Come to think of it, did Nagito really commit suicide just to get us all killed?
Are you sticking up for him?
Sadly, yeah.
That's not what I meant. I mean it in a bad sense.
Bad sense?
I just remembered that his malice always defied our expectations, and that concerns me. For example, would that malice just end here?
Huh?
Did Nagito's malice drive him to risk his life for a truth we'd reach this easily?
Yeah, it really did feel too easy.
I mean, this is Nagito we're talking about, you know?
How interesting! You sure do believe in Nagito, huh? Because you believe in his malice, you continue to suspect his malice. I see. I guess that's what passes for friendship these days.
What friendship?
What should we do, you guys? Should we proceed with the vote? I think we should keep going until everyone is satisfied, even if it's just to be safe.
You are right. We only get one chance to vote after all.
Just to be safe, huh? Guess I have no choice. If that's the case, I'll do my best to go along with it.
This is friggin' annoying. But if you guys say you're doing it, there's no way I'm gonna back out.
Hey, Monokuma! You heard us. The voting's gonna have to wait!
We've come this far. Let's work hard till the very end. If we work together, everything should be all right. That's what I believe.
Oh, splendid. You guys are so splendid right now. That's right. If all your hopes are united, no despair can shake you.
If all your hopes are united, no despair can shake you, huh? Now that I think about it, Nagito said the same thing. The absolute hope that can overcome any despair. He said he was yearning for that. Then this situation we're in might be the thing that Nagito wanted all along. No, never mind. I'm probably overthinking things.
DanganRonpa.